Have you ever wondered why you can't go to sleep at night? Let's get you to ask yourself one question when you walk into your bedroom. What would that question be? If I were to walk in your bedroom right now, I want you to look at it through my eyes. If I walked into your room, what would I see? What is the message that my brain would pick up on? And what I mean by that is when I walk into your bedroom, the message should be that I'm here to get rested and recovered, to absorb all of the stress that I just endured during the day. When I talk to clients on a daily basis, this is something that a lot of people don't think really matters until they make the adjustment. They're blown away on the improvement of sleep. Our brains are a magnificent piece of the human body because it does so much more than we even realize it. And what we don't realize is the subtle adjustments that our body makes to the things that it picks up on. So for example, when you walk in your room, if your brain, even if it's in the peripheral, if it sees a checkbook, it's not sure when it walks in that room if it's supposed to be paying that bill or if it's supposed to be getting ready to go to bed. If in the corner you've got a set of dumbbells or you've got a treadmill in the corner of the room, when the body walks in there, the brain's like, hey, are we going to go work out? We're going to go pay that bill, or are we going to lay down and try to absorb the day? You walk in that room and there's clothes that still need to be folded. You walk in, the brain's like, hey, do we have work to do? Do I have a bill to pay? Do I have a workout I need to do? If you walks in and let's say that you're still in school and you've got some textbooks over there, you walk in, the brain's not sure if it needs to go study, it's not sure if it needs to go to bed, it's not sure if it needs to work out, it's not sure if it needs to pay a bill. Now stop and think about how those cascade on top of each other. It's one thing if I walk in and there's a checkbook over there. It's another thing when I walk in and there's a checkbook, weights, a treadmill, and some textbooks. And the brain is constantly like, what am I supposed to do? What's being expected of me right now? Am I supposed to get ramped up and increase my focus to absorb that textbook? Am I supposed to kind of get my motivation up that I'm going to raise my heart rate, start to sweat? Remember, this is what your brain's going through. And unfortunately, it's kind of just, you're carrying it around. It's just following you around. The problem is if I were to take a blood sample, high levels of cortisol in the blood is a byproduct of stress. So now stick with me here. At the same time you're laying down, your desire, you walked into the bedroom to go to sleep, you walk in and now your heart rate's artificially elevated. Now you've got a little bit of a cortisol dump into the blood. You start getting some hormones floating around in the bloodstream. Just kind of get some adrenaline going. That's what I'm talking about. That's where we had these aha moments. Why am I not sleeping well? Because you're sending the wrong message. And I cannot emphasize this enough. When I walk in your bedroom, it needs to be dark, it needs to be cold, ideally less than 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 to 22 degrees Celsius. You're coming into the bedroom, you've satisfied hunger, so you're not going to be woken up by the hierarchy of needs, sleep or food. You're always going to sleep poorly if you're hungry. You're properly hydrated, so you're not having any tension headaches. You've got all your, everybody's tucked into bed, everything is good. Now you're ready to go to bed. There's one last thing I want you to contemplate, and that is, can your brain pick up on any more audible sounds, anything with words? If it's something that's going on, if there's a movie in the other room, our brains are nosy. It wants to engage, it wants to listen to that movie. If you're listening to music that has words, it wants to engage in it. These are things that I've spoken about in previous videos, but I want to put it all together. What is it that you're asking the body to do? Is it shutdown time? Is it go time? Is it communicate? Because if you hear somebody speaking in the other room, again, we're nosy. Our ears want to plug into it. Make the room dark and cold. Make sure it's void of any words. You could have white noise. You could have those apps that play some white noise, have a fan blowing. Now think about perfect scenario. The room is dark and cold. You're sleeping underneath a fan. There's no distractions mentally in the room. There's no audible sounds to get your brain going. Now all of a sudden you're able to bring that heart rate down. You're going to snuggle in like a hibernating bear, full stomach, satisfied hunger, dark room, hibernation ensues, 2 to 3 hours of deep sleep, very little awake time. You're going to get out of bed tomorrow morning more refreshed physically and mentally. So when it comes to improving your quality of sleep, let's stop and look at the room that we're sleeping in. What is the tone that we're setting when we walk in that room? I hope this video has helped clarify how do we improve sleep. Stop and think about the message that you're sending the body when it walks into that room. If I unfortunately created more questions than I've answered, please do me a favor. As always, send me an email, contact@coachrobb.com. Please like and subscribe because we put a video out every day. And I want to thank you for watching today, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.